Let's start with the question. Does the Nintendo Switch work properly with some 1610 monitors? I have connected the Nintendo Switch to a 1610 monitor ISO Flex Scan SX2262W. The monitor's native resolution is 1920 by 1200, but I have tested that it also accepts 1080p input. In the resolution settings, the Switch offers only automatic and 480p. 480p does not work at all, which is okay. And with the automatic setting, the Switch chooses 1920 by 1200 and stretches the image to that resolution, not preserving aspect ratio. Is this a problem that the Switch has with all 1920 by 1200 monitors, or is it just mine? Is there any workaround? My Switch works just fine with full HD monitors. And the Wii U worked fine with my monitor. As do other devices. Update. Since the question has been bumped and I am still interested in this, I will report that a recent update 4.0.0, I think, has changed the situation, but not resolved the problem. The Switch still only shows 480p as available, and now, instead of outputting stretched 1920 by 1200, it actually outputs 480p, which leaves me with a tiny image with correct aspect ratio in the center of my monitor. It is kinda hilarious. Second update, it remains funny. Now, 5.0, I get 1680 by 1050, I think. I would have to check again. Slightly fewer than 1050 lines and wrong aspect ratio, that I remember. With a cheap HDMI to HDMI plus Toslink splitter in between, I get 720p. Which is obviously suboptimal, but good enough for me to play Splatoon. So how can we solve this? There are two possible answers. Answer 1. This was a well-known issue that was repeatedly reported to Nintendo on their official forums among other places, and a variety of fixes have been released targeting the problem. The problem was specific to when using the Nintendo Switch plugged into a monitor rather than a television, and does not specifically impact monitors with non-16 to 9 resolutions, as many of the monitors reported were 1920 by 1080 panels. The latest version of the system software should have resolved most of the issues. If not, you might want to try a different HDMI cable, as many people who experienced the problem at the time found that in some instances simply using a different cable was enough. Although some people ended up using an adapter from HDMI to DVI or VGA to resolve their issues. Answer 2. Unfortunately, I don't have a workaround. But it appears that this is a problem with some 1610 monitors. This happened to people with the Nintendo Wii before, where some 1610 monitors detect a non-HD source and stretch the extra 11.1%, which is most likely the problem you are facing. You could read more about this from here, http://www. World Report. Com, blog, 16024, gaming at 1920x1200. Although I realize that both screens are at 1920x1200. It may just be an input problem with the monitor, which is something that I currently do not know a workaround for. Hope that helps. I hope these answers helped, and if they did, please drop a comment and subscribe.